Hey, this is Skills from TanookiCraft.com, and I'm looking to make a tutorial of the Votifier plugin, and it's fairly simple, although it can be very difficult because I haven't found a really good instructional video or website to show me exactly how to do it. So kind of had to figure this all out myself. But first thing first, you download Votifier, you put it into your plugins folder. Um, And you do that either on your computer if you're hosting it on your computer, or through your host through an FTP client if you're hosting your server. Once it's installed, you put it into the plugins folder and restart your server. Then again, you want to stop it and go back into your plugins folder. You'll see a folder called Votifier as of right here. And you want to right click on the config.yml and open that up. Once it's open, you'll have a few settings here. It's very, very easy. You just put your IP address on the host line, the port number you're going to be using for Votifier, and the port number can be anything you choose. You can either use the default value, or if you're being hosted, the default value is probably already taken, so you want to switch it to something else. Now, it depends on your host how this works. Sometimes you have to ask for a port number to be opened for you, and they'll assign it to you. Others will say to use whatever port you want. It just won't work if that port is already taken. So that's where it gets a little tricky, because you don't know if the port's just not working because somebody else has it, or you've done something else wrong. So you may have to try a few times to see if you can get your port to work. But you change your IP address, you put in the port number that you want to use, and you also want to change this setting, the debug, to true. This is what's going to write out to your console. So if Votifier works, you'll be able to look at your console and see that the system has received a signal from whatever site you're using. Now, after you do this, you want to download another plugin called GAListener. GAListener goes directly into your plugins folder again. So you install the GAListener. You can do this at the same time, so you don't have to restart your server twice. You install GAListener, restart your server and stop it, and there's my plugin for GAListener. There'll be a folder created by the same name. You go to the config file and then view edit, and here's the config file for GAListener. And so what you want to do is you have a few settings here to change if you want. The most important thing is setting up your what displays to everybody in the server, and also what is given by the listener. It's really easy to use. It's the easiest thing you can do. It's a heck of a lot easier than using a Java-based listener that goes into your Votifier file. So if you download GAListener, you don't need anything else. You don't need to create an actual listener. This will do everything. So what you do is you save that. Once that is done, you will see also in the Votifier folder, under, I believe it's RSA, you have a public key. You'll need to open that file and copy the public key, because that public key is what you use on every website to test your Votifier. So, like I've done here on Planet Minecraft, if I can get to the web page, here we go. On Planet Minecraft, you put that public key string, which is very long, right here in the Votifier public key section. Put in the port number that you used and the IP address to your server. Once you do that, you click on Test Votifier Connection, and it will tell you whether it's successful or not here. Just because it says successful here doesn't mean it actually reached your server. And if it does reach your server, you'll get a little Votifier message here. So if you get a Votifier message on your console, then it's working just fine. Now I'm going to show you, after doing all this, cancel the editing. Okay, so I'm going to vote for my server now. Spot MTYA. I can't read that. LBROTAL. My name, cast my vote. And as you can see, it's worked. I have voted and received $700, diamonds into pearls, bottles, gas tier, etc. So there we go. It's all ready to go.